This one time in year 9, a lot of things happened to me in year 9. It's crazy how things. This one time in year 9, at my very Catholic school, I befriended a family of magpies that lived in the priest's backyard, and they talk and follow me, and all my teachers thought I was insane. Wow, guys. You remember how I said I was a butterfly whisperer earlier on? The animals, they just talk to me, you know? It's like a very Dr. Dolittle sort of thing here. And like, I remember reading, because what happened was, I remember reading this as like, magpies are actually very good with remembering faces. And apparently it's like a very mafia kind of thing, you know? Like you leave a tribute where you know that like something shiny, you know, they like shiny things, you leave something for them and then you leave it on and then it's gone. Then you come back the next day and you do it again, and eventually you kind of earn their trust and they'll do your bidding, as it were. And you can get them to do things like you can tell them to go and find shiny objects, and sometimes they'll bring things back like small coins, you know, a little bit of money. I was really into Pokemon as a child, I mean still am, but and I was really shut up. You all knew that. And so I would tell them to bring me back small Pokemon figures, and you could even set them on people. Like, I don't know if you guys seen Lord of the Rings. You remember that big flock of crows? I was a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and I thought, I wonder if I could. And so I spent a few years just doing favours for all of the. It was a lot like you ever play Grand Theft Auto? You know how you do favours for all the gangs around the city? It was a lot like that. I was leaving tributes to all the magpies in Dunsandel. There's a lot of magpies out there. Until eventually I'd earned the trust of most of them. And there was this one teacher that I really didn't like at school, and so we set a trap as one of the magpies pretended to be injured, and it lay in the road. And what he saw the magpie, and naturally he wanted to find out what was going on. And so he got out of his car and he ran over to this little magpie, and then I gave the signal, as it were. And I go, attack! Big cloud of magpies came up and swarmed the guy, and they were scratching him up, and he was screaming and crying and pleading for his life. And then I was 10 when this happened, by the way. I forgot that I was also at a Catholic school. I think it's what God would have wanted me to do. I mean, if you read the Old Testament, he is all lightning and vengeance and like seagulls, did you say? So he died. And like, you ever seen the movie Snatch? You know how he's like, then I heard the best thing to do is feed them to pigs. You need about 16 pigs, you know that whole thing. So you need about 45 magpies to get rid of a body. They all take away a small piece. It takes about the course of an afternoon. They drag them off. You just have to get rid of the bones after that, not hard to do. What's that? That's why we do it. So what do you what do you think? Do you think that was a real story, or do you think that was made up?